Big, and I mean big, tax announcement from President Trump expected on Wednesday. He broadcast this last week. Joining me now is Michigan Republican Congressman Bill Huizenga. No, Huizenga.
Huizenga.
Yes. You know, every time I get it.
Third time's the charm. So next time I'm on, we'll have it nailed down.
You're Huizenga.
Yeah.
Welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks, Stuart.
In my opinion, President Trump was laying down the law to you in the Republican Party. Get this done.
Yeah.
Quit messing around with my growth program. Get it done. Did you read that message like that?
Well, and I wholeheartedly endorse that and agree with it. The first step in that is making sure that we got health care taken care of, because that does clear up a significant amount of money, $1 trillion plus.
Well, it's not been done, is it?
Has not been done. We're going back, obviously, tomorrow and the rest of this week. We have to deal with the government resolution, the continuing resolution for government funding, tackle health care, but tax reform has to happen, because we know jobs are created primarily by those small business owners.
You've got to unite the Republican Party,
Yeah.
and it's got to be this week. I mean, there's all kinds of issues on the table this week, including that tax cut. If you don't come together this week and show real willing to get on board with the president's program, I think the Republican Party has a problem.
I think you're absolutely right. I imagine that our conference meeting tomorrow, that's traditionally, or it'll be Wednesday morning, it's usually the day after we get back. That'll be a cathartic, robust discussion, family discussion. But my sense is, talking to colleagues over the last couple of weeks, they've gone back home, they've checked in with people of kind of all stripes, and have come back saying, you know what, we have to set aside some of these other things and adopt what Ronald Reagan had said, which is, if someone agrees with me 80% of the time, they're my friend, not my enemy.
Did you have anything to do with this? There's a big rally in bank stocks and financial stocks today. They've gone straight up, 3–4% up, big name companies. You have an op-ed about getting rid of Dodd-Frank. So are you rallying the bank stocks?
Hey, I didn't say that. Stuart Varney did. So hey, that's pretty good.
If you want to take credit, take credit.
Yeah, we had Detroit News ran our op-ed, and I had it in my local paper back in West Michigan as well. I encourage people to take a look at it. But
hold on a second. I've got a quote from it. Dodd-Frank has made it even more difficult for struggling families across Michigan, and you're from Michigan, to secure a future for themselves and for their children. I got to tell you that among my production team here on Varney & Company, we've got 3 people who've had enormous trouble doing the paperwork for a mortgage, which is the result of Dodd-Frank. So you've got a lot of supporters on my production team.
Yeah, and that's a consistent message that we hear all across the country. And we all know that Dodd-Frank was an agenda waiting for a crisis. And that's why it's doing things like CEO bank pay ratios and conflict minerals and all these other things that had nothing to do with the actual economic downturn. And what it has done is it's just made it more difficult for hardworking taxpayers to go have the banking system work for them, not against them.
It's one more thing that you guys in the Republican Party have to get done.
Yeah.
You got to do this.
Yeah, and we're going to do that. We have a hearing on Wednesday on our Choice Act, Financial Choice Act, which is the Republican response to replacement of Dodd-Frank.
Here's another one. Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly, appearing on Face the Nation, as you know, yesterday, he says President Trump, quote, will be insistent on including money for the border wall in the new budget plan. There's another thing you got to get done.
Yeah, we do, and whether that's in this week's continuing resolution, that's going to be difficult. I think we're going to have to just keep making sure that we have the proper function of government happening long term, and that's where this fits in. And whether it's an actual physical barrier the whole way, we have some of that already, but I think we can have the virtual wall that will do essentially the exact same thing with a proper amount of actual physical wall in there as well. But ultimately, it's about enforcing the laws that, one, are already on the books, and 2, anything else that we might need to do to.
It's a pivotal week. Pivotal week.
It is a big one. It's a
big one for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Congressman Huizenga,
hey,
thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, good to be with you again. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Come again soon.
You got it.